All right, baby. So we're gonna do a bedtime reading. All right. This is gonna be how we increased our clients' leads by 751% on less than £1,000 budget per month. And it's a case study, and it's written by Lydia German, and it's on Moz.com as well, on the 27th of Jan 2021. All right. Okay. So here it goes. It's a common misunderstanding that working with a small budget for SEO means you can't generate results. How can you possibly make enough improvements to the site in so few hours per month? Well, for us at Teo Digital Marketing, our work with Fleet Cover goes to show that results can be achieved by focusing on the most important changes in the little time you have. In this case, we'll break down how we increased leads by 751%. That's very, very good. Keywords by 259%, and impressions by 535% on a budget of less than £1,000 or $1,347 per month, which in South Africa is times by 15 is it's 22,000 Rand basically. So, which is equating to one day's work, saying that essentially it's one day's work for per month that they can actually spend, and they achieve this much result. Okay, so that's a small spend for SEO, but making the right changes at the right time and focusing our efforts on the most important aspects generated these positive results. So the objectives. Our objectives were similar to what every website ultimately wants to achieve: generate leads for the business and increase online visibility for relevant search terms. To be a little more specific, we picked this client up in March 2019, but of course, results generally started to pick up from November 2019 as Google started to crawl the site more regularly. So that's March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. That's 9 months. Our targets KPIs for the next 12 months were based on numbers from April to November 2019 as below. So, increase leads from 175 to 500. So these were the targets. So they actually, okay. Install a new chat function on the site. Gain 50 leads through it. Increase site clicks from 2,200 to 5,000. Increase keywords ranked from 229 to 500. So, the target audience was businesses that need fleet insurance. That's a fleet insurance site. This spans a wide range of industries from those operating coaches and taxis through to motor trade. Our strategy focused on technical SEO and content creation. Pretty standard. There was one big issue though. We didn't build the site ourselves, nor did we have the level of access that would allow us to make any design or fundamental changes that could support SEO and lead generation. In turn, our strategy had to be heavily content driven. All right. Okay, our strategy: add a chat function. That is known to increase leads, and it's also very conversion rate optimization focused, having that chat function. In November 2019, we added the talk to chat function to the site, which has helped generate leads. After analyzing when their audience was visiting the site, we found that most users were on the site late at night and on weekends, which is strange. I must say, it's interesting that they realized that and picked that up. It's good to do that with clients, and it's cool data to see this stuff like that. With their team being out of the office and unable to answer any phone calls during these timeframes, we thought it would be of value to offer an online chat function to help capture inquiries so potential customers wouldn't be put off or frustrated. User experience. This would put them at an advantage compared to their competitors who were not doing this. We implemented the bot so it appears on the tab as a message notification. drawing people's attention to the page even when it isn't the active tab. Okay. So far, 330 inquiries have been made through this function. There's a screenshot of this, fleetcover.co.uk. Looks like a pretty nice site, in a way. Alright, cool. It's like a typical chat in the bottom right. Okay. Implement technical SEO. Tweaks that support technical SEO are perhaps some of the most important changes you can make to see real results. We implemented this by optimizing page titles, creating meta descriptions that were between 100 and 155 characters using keywords that naturally fit. Okay, using the optimal image sizes that each website required, each page required, I would imagine. Using alt text for images. Old school, implementing internal and external links where possible. Alright, so cool, that's good. Utilizing FAQ schema on the more frequently searched questions. Alright, interesting not to use it on all FAQ, only on the frequently searched. Okay, interesting. Optimizing the sitemap by getting rid of URLs that wouldn't support good organic search. Using the robots.txt file to point search crawlers in the right direction. Creating 301 redirects. There were a number of outdated pages as well as 404 errors that needed to be addressed. Cool. Making usability tweaks to the design. We were very limited in what we could achieve on the site as the incumbent were not massively helpful in terms of this access that they would give us. We were able to get around this in certain areas, an example being the get a quote button. We had a feeling user metrics mattered in this competitive market, so we did our utmost to capitalize on this. Okay.